This stewed beans recipe is so easy but super delicious. Everyone will love it. So first I'm going to add some washed beans into a pot of boiling water and bring to a boil. I'm using honey beans, but you can use any beans that you prefer. Now in another pot I'm going to add some cubed beef. I have cut them into tiny pieces like this. So now I'm going to season the beef. First thing will be some chopped onions, seasoning cube, some onion powder and a little bit of garlic powder. I'm going to stir this in and allow the beef to cook in its own juices. I'm not going to add any water to this because beef contains a lot of water. So I'm going to cover until it is done. So 7 minutes later, I'll drain and rinse the beans. Now I'll tell you why I do this. Most times beans is usually preserved with some preservatives, can contain a lot of dust. Plus, this can also help reduce the gas in the beans and also prevent bloating if you suffer heartburn when you eat beans. So now I'm going to transfer into the pot, add some onion and water, and then cover for it to cook until it is almost done before I add salt. Meanwhile, I'm going to blend some onion, tomatoes, pepper, red bell pepper and some garlic. Try adding garlic to your beans, you will love it. So it is blended. I'm going to set that aside. Again, I check on the beef, it is done. I'm going to take it off the heat as well. In a pan, I'm going to heat up some palm oil and some vegetable oil. You don't have to do this, I just love the combination. Next, I'll fry some onion for about 2 minutes until it becomes fragrant. Then I'll go in with the blended pepper mix and fry until it reduces a bit. After about 20 minutes, you can see the stew have reduced. So now I'll go in with some deboned smoked mackerel fish and seasoning. And to season, I'm using all-purpose seasoning. You can also add salt. When it comes to beans, you don't want to do too much, otherwise you're just going to lose the flavor. So next I'm going to add the beef, stir this in and allow everything to come together for another 5 to 7 minutes. So the beans is about 70% done now. I'm going to add some salt and allow this cook through. Meanwhile, our stew is ready. What I'm going to do now is scoop some of the stew into a bowl just in case it is too much. I can always add if I want to. So scoop and set that aside. So now I am going to take the beans off the heat. It is done and really soft. I like my beans very soft. If you have a pressure pot, use that instead. It happens really quick. So I'm going to add the beans now into the stew and stir to combine. For some extra effect, I'm also going to add some corn. This is sweet corn and some spring onion. If you're using regular corn, you want to cook it, take the corn off the cob and add to your beans. Especially if corn is in season, this is a great way to incorporate it into your beans. Now stir and allow to simmer gently. Today's hug is for Zulfa Sadiq watching from Tanzania. I'm glad you love the recipes. Please let me know where you're watching from so I can send you a hug in my next video. So after about 7 minutes, I went back to check on the beans and you can see it is done. I'm going to take it off the heat now, serve and enjoy. I had this with rice and plantain and it was so good. Thank you for watching. See you in my next one. Bye.